Right, this video is very important because this is where it all began. This is where we gone. This is where it started. This is where I was born, SW, yep. This is where I was born. This is where I lived, I grew up, I went to school. You know what I mean? And now I'm back in it, back down memory lane. It's really, really changed. Serious. Absolutely changed. So I'm heading towards actually where it all began, which is SW9 90 Wellington Road. So I'm heading towards Wellington Road. Now when I get to Wellington Road, that's where it is. I remember all these roads from when I was a little boy. All these back roads. All these back roads, this is where we used to play. All of it. Serious. I'm gonna take you down memory lane. This is where it all began. This is where I was born. This is where I grew up. And I'm in London, Clapham at the moment. And this is it. Down memory lane. This is it. This is where I grew up. This is where I was born. So I'm taking you all down memory lane. Alright? So I'm really excited because I've not been around here for ages. This is where I grew up. This is where I was born. This is the flats. I'll show you. I'm really going round to the. I want to start from the SW9, where it says SW9. I think Wellington Road, and that's where it is. I remember all this when I was a little boy. Serious. You know what I mean? I grew up here. I was born here. Seriously. And now I'm back down memory lane. All this place I remember it when I was a little boy. Serious. I'm really I can't believe I'm down here after all these years. You know what I mean? All these flats I recognise, all these buildings. Serious. Oh man. It's brought tears to my eye. Serious. I can't believe it. You know? I think they might have the sign still. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Wellington Road, up there. There it is. Wellington Road. There it is up there. Oh. Wellington Road. This is where it all started. This is where it all began. This is the road. This is it. This is where I was born. I remember all these flats. All these flats, I remember them. This is it. This is where I was born. This is where I grew up. This is where I went to school. I'm going to take you down memory lane. I can't believe it. After all these years. Seriously. Like, this is very important for me because I don't live in Nottingham anymore. I don't live in London anymore. I live in Nottingham, and I've not been to London for a while. And this takes me back to when I was a little boy. When I was born, when I was a little boy. You know what I mean? It's just I remember this is where we used to play. Everything has changed. Seriously, but it's still the same. I remember this. That's it. This is where I grew up. You know what I mean? I'm going to take you down memory lane of what we used to do when I was a little boy, where we used to play, and everything. It's absolutely. I'm excited, but it's mad as well because I've not seen this place for years. We're talking about years, so like it all starts from here, right? So I remember when we were little, the ice cream van used to come all the way here and stand there, park there, and me and we'll run downstairs because this is where we used to live. This is where we grew up. This is where we were born. I was born. Everything, and the ice cream van used to park here, and then we used to just run down. Oh, I can't believe it. Seriously, right? So this is it. This is where I was born, and this is where I grew up. Obviously, they've changed these houses because they've built new houses. But this is it. Serious. This is where I grew up and this is where I was born. And I can't wait to go down memory lane. Seriously. So up there will be number 90. Let me see where it is. Number 90. That's 92 up there. That's 92. Oh, so it looks like. So if that's 92, oh, right, okay. I don't know, let's look at someone, yeah, obviously. So this is where, yeah, that door there, that's where I was born. That's where I grew up. I remember we used to just run all the way down here. Oh, this road. This is it. This is where I was born and this is where I grew up. I mean, Clapham. Seriously, it's absolutely mad. Seriously, I remember, and there used to be a woman that used to babysit me and my brother. She used to have an Alsatian dog, and she used to live down there. I remember that, and the dog's name was Marquita. I really remember that dog. It was an Alsatian. I remember we used to play all around here. Seriously. Oh man, I'm really like everything down memory lane. It's so. Everything has changed, but it's still there. Still, the flats are still there. I remember we used to go at the back. Let me see if they got them garage. They used to have like little garages where we used to play. Let me just go and check if they still got the garages. Let me see, unless they've turned it into some playground. Oh wow! I remember there's a train track. There's a train track behind here. So when we used to sleep out the window, we can hear the train just zooming out. Yep, this is where we used to play. I think they've turned it into a playground. But I remember there used to be garages here where we used to just mess around, like jump on them. You know what I mean? All sorts of mischief when you're a little kid. Yeah, so I'm just going round again. Oh man, it's changed. Absolutely changed. Seriously, I'm so excited, and it's brought me back down memory lane. But at the same time, it's just, yeah, I'm feeling a bit, because this is where I grew up. I can smell the dog piss, like, seriously, it's like, and I remember over there used to be a bridge, and we used to go over the bridge to, I don't know, I think to a next place or something, over there. But yeah, this is where it all started. I think that, yeah, the woman, I think she was down there, she was living there. Seriously, she had an Alsatian dog. So when my mum goes to work, she leaves us with that woman. You know what I mean? Obviously, she was white. She was very kind. She had an Alsatian dog, and this is where everything started. This is it. Seriously. This is where I was born, and this is where I grew up. Everything. Now I'm gonna go to the back, because the back is very important, because that's where we used to go. Come out, go to the back, go to school, and everything. So yeah, I'm really, this is very important to me. Seriously, I can't believe it. Yeah, this is the area. It's mad. This is where I was born, and this is where I grew up. Seriously, it's just nice to just go down memory lane and trace where it all started. I don't want to go too further, because I don't know where some places would lead me, but I want to go to the back. So yeah, up there, because now they've locked the door, so you can't really just go in. But up there, number 90, Wellington Road. This is where I was born. This is where I grew up. So I'm in Clapham, Clapham North. There's Clapham South, not too far. So yeah, this is where I was born, and this is where I grew up. Yeah, it's just mad, just tracing. I had to, because I've not been down here for a while, so it's changed. I used to have friends. I remember, seriously, I remember all these. Seriously, like, so this bit, we used to walk down here. And then we used to go to school. So my school is at the back there. So now I'm tracing down memory lane. And see, right, this is the back of the flats where we used to go through here. We used to go through and go to school. So, yeah, I can't really pinpoint which flat it is from the back, but this is the back of the flats, and I remember it so vividly. I remember it so much. So it's one of these ones, but I can't remember the door because I didn't count. But yeah, this is all memory lane. This is down memory lane for me. Born here, grew up here, went to school here, everything. You know what I mean? So one of these windows was the back of the flat. So I can remember when we used to sleep, the train used to just travel past with all them noise. So yeah, there it is. This is the back view of where I was born and where I grew up. And then we used to walk down here. To go to school. So I'm tracing it because it's brought me back memories big time. Seriously, big time. Serious. So we used to walk down here And then yeah, so memory lane, there we are. This is where I was born, this is where I grew up, and I remember it since I was little. Seriously, it feels like I can feel me going, like tracing my footsteps again. Seriously, it's absolutely ridiculous and it's exciting. But I'm excited because, you know what I mean, I had to come and trace down memory lane. So here we are at Clapham. Seriously, like I said, this is where I was born, this is where I grew up, and then here we are. So we used to walk down here to go to school. Alright, so I'll put it on pause a minute so I can. Right, so I'm back again. I remember all these backyards. Seriously, there's always been graffiti and all these paint thingies on the wall. I remember this so clearly, seriously. It's like I'm tracing it again. It's mad. I used to go through them things to go to school. So we used to walk all the way through here to go to school at the back there. So yeah, things have changed. Most of the flats look the same. Everything looks the same. I don't know if I'm going the right way because everything has changed. But seriously, yeah, I remember it vividly. Walk over there, come through here. You know what I mean? And let's see. I'm just gonna trace it back because I don't think the school is there anymore. I don't know. They've probably demolished it, build it for flats or something. But yeah, it's brought back memories. This is where it all began. This is where it all began when I was a little boy. Born, grew up, everything. So now, this is the killer. This bridge. I remember this bridge so much because this is it. Oh man, we used to go to school. So coming from there, all the way here, we used to go to school. So yeah, and then we used to turn left under the bridge. That's why I told you about the train track. So when we're sleeping, we can hear the train zooming past. So here we are, and I remember we used to turn left. Okay, I remember it vividly. I remember it so much. It's like yesterday. You know what I mean? But things have changed now. So now I think 100 meters away, that's where my school was, over there. So if I zoom in, I think that's what I said. They've turned it into block of flats, but I'm not going to go all that route. So here we are. That's where the school was. So we used to go underneath this bridge and then go to school, and then there's the station. So like I said, this is where I was born, this is where I grew up, and it's brought me down memory lane, and there we are. I remember this bridge so much because of the train track. So yeah, and that's it really. It's been years since I wanted to come here. I've been wanting to come to where it all began for ages, and it's really brought me back memories. Seriously, and I remember this road. Heading towards there. Oh, I remember everything. I used to really like proper go about places. So yeah, it's brought me back memories. I don't think I can see any of my friends that I knew back in the day. I don't know if they recognize me or I recognize them, but here we are. So yeah, boom, that's it. Proper memories this is. Seriously, it's really brought me back memories. I remember this so much. Since I was born, when I was a little boy growing up. Oh man, you don't understand. I've just got goose pimples. Seriously, goosebumps actually they say it. I've got goosebumps. Seriously, it's absolutely mad. I remember it so much. Seriously, yep. There is the. Well, things have changed. They build new places. You know what I mean? Really built places. That's a pub called the Clapham North pub. Okay. Wow. So yeah, here we are. And then you can see the red buses. You can see the red buses going over there. You know what I mean? You can see the red buses. You see, right, this bridge leads you to Clapham Common, but I don't want to go at the moment unless I want to go up there, see if I've got plenty of time. But yeah, this is where I was born and this is where I grew up, and I went to school over there, but I think the school has been it's been turned into flats, so they're no more anymore. So yeah, down memory lane. Yeah, here we are, Clapham. Like I said, I remember these places so much. It's like the back of my hand. And it's nice to come to London, where I was born and where I grew up. You know what I mean? Because it's good to trace everything, you know? And I'm glad. Like I said, I've not been down here for ages. I don't know if I really want to walk up there, really, to go to Clapham Common, because it'd be too much. But yeah, here we are. Right, so I'm heading towards Clapham Common, but all these places I used to hang around. I used to, seriously. So we from Clapham North, we're heading towards Clapham Common, and then from Clapham Common you go to Clapham South. So yeah, I remember all these places like the back of my hand. Seriously, this is London. This is South London. Seriously, this is bringing me untold memories. Untold. Serious, untold memories. Absolutely. Like the way I used, oh man, all these places. Seriously, they're all intact. They all look the same. They all look the same. They're still there. Seriously, it's mad. Do you know what? The buildings are still the same. I'm so happy that they've not demolished most of them to build all sorts of nonsense on them. Seriously, but yeah, this is it. This is, like I said, I grew up around here, went to school around here, everything. You know what I mean? Beautiful, beautiful, man. Seriously, typical Victorian houses down there. You know what I mean? You can't get better than that. So here we are, heading towards Clapham Common. Well, I used to be naughty when I was a kid, so you can imagine. Going everywhere. Just wanted to be around friends and not play, you know what I mean? Play around and go around places and do all kinds of mischief. So yeah, here we are. They brought some new things down here. I never knew all these Evans cycles and all this. What's all that about? I don't know. It's still the same. Really still the same. It still really looks the same since when I was little, which I'm so happy about, because you know what I mean, when you look around England, everywhere is changing, you know what I mean? And now, you know, it's nice to come back, retrace and see things that when you were little that you used to see. You know what I mean? Like shops and all these, I don't know about these shops, but you know what I mean? Just getting to the exciting part. Right, the purpose of this video is because I wanted to trace back where it all began. Where I was born, where I grew up, where I went to school. Obviously school is not there anymore, but you got the logistics. You know what I mean? It's not everything that's going to be there all the time. Especially now where they're breaking things down and putting up buildings up. So yeah, heading towards Clapham Common. I remember all these sides. Seriously, what have you got there? Is that the Beatles? The Dream Band. What's that? Okay, that's good. Yeah, things looks the same. Seriously, it really does. And I'm so glad. Seriously, because it's nice to trace something back and see that certain things that when you were little it was still there. It's still there. Serious, nothing's changed. Apart from Sainsbury's over there. And that's it, really. Yeah, that's it. Let's get to Clapham Common and then see what I want. What's there? So now they got Sainsbury's. Never seen that before. The sun's shining, so I can't really zoom it on that. Can't see it properly. But here we are. You know what I mean? That's it. That's it. Lovely jubbly, chaps. Lovely jubbly. That's it. Lovely jubbly. That's it. Right. There's a nice dog. Hello. How are you? You good? Nice. Okay, so we are at Clapham Common. Oh man, I've not seen this place for ages. Man, I'm excited. Anticipating. Oi oi. It's mad, you know, because I ain't seen any of my mates. Well, I don't think they'll see me or I'll see them. Everyone is just drifted apart. Seriously, which is mad. But listen, everything looks the same. Everything, seriously. The buses, the buildings, the interchange, everything is the same. Everything. Nothing has changed. Seriously. Oh, I remember this interchange so much. Like, that is ridiculous. Mad. That is so mental. Seriously, there's the bus. There's the buses. The famous red buses in London. And then we got that sign there that says where everything is going. Right? So here we are, Clapham Common. The most nicest place in London. Seriously, you can't get better than Clapham. You can't get better than Clapham. I'm not saying everybody lives where they are, but Clapham, oh yeah, it's the dog's bollocks. Oh, fuck it, I'll put that in there. Seriously, yeah. Oh, I remember this place, man. Right, that's Clapham Common Station. Seriously, that's Clapham Common Station. I remember this place so much, man. Serious. That's Clapham Common Station. There. Here we go. Clapham Common Station. That's it. Well, so when we go over there, that's Clapham Common Park. The most famous Clapham Common Park. There it is over there. Seriously. I want to zoom in so that you can get a bit of a think about it. That's the whole park over there. And then there's the famous red buses. And then you go that side, you go to Clapham Junction. You go, yeah, where the red bus is going, Clapham Junction, Wandsworth, and all sorts. So yeah, this place brings back memories. Proper. This is where I grew up. This is where I was born. This is where everything started. Before I start drifting out to everywhere. You know what I mean? So here we are. I had to trace down memory lane. I had to trace back. Well, I won't call it roots, but yeah. You know, born in London. You know. And everything grew up in London, so yeah, I'm tracing back memory lane and everything. So, yep, bang, wallop, absolute wicked. Seriously. So there's the Clapham Common Station. That's it there. And then now we head down to the station itself. All right. I think that's me done now. I'm absolutely spent. Seriously. Then head towards the station. Bish, bash and bosh. You know what I mean? What a wonderful day. I'm so excited. So here we are. Right, so I'm going down the escalator to take the train. The underground train that makes a lot of noise. Mind the gap, it says. So here we are. I've done my vlog. I showed you where I was born. I showed you where I grew up. And everything. So now we're heading towards the underground. Alright, we're going down this lane because this is the tunnel that takes you to the actual train track. So yeah, here we are. There's the train over there.